Hey, what's up? Just wanted to talk over some footage of mapping from Phrecia 2.0. Uh, I started Ancestral Commander and then realized, oh shit, this is the Gauntlet campaign, and I didn't really want to fight up close against most of these bosses because I realized what was going to happen. So I swapped to something where it could have a little bit more range, and I decided that I should probably play something that wasn't slams because I've played that a lot recently in the last few leagues. And I've been looking at Poison Concoction for a while. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I decided to play that. It's obviously not as tanky as a slam build, but it's still good at what it's doing, which is just mostly mapping. And I don't know. It's not as good as bleed slams. It's not obviously not ancestral commander slams like Earth Shatter or whatever, but it's pretty decent. Like, it does good damage for what it's doing. I used Anime Princess's guide and POB, and I'm gonna link those both in the description. For the most part, my gear and gearing was pretty cheap, and I used the tree from 3.27, the Keeper's Tree, or I just bought it really cheap. I think all the rare gear is I bought, or no, didn't buy it. I used the tree for, or I picked up off the ground, and it's pretty mediocre. Like, you could replace like all the rare gear that I have with better stuff and either craft it yourself or get it from the tree. Also, I didn't have to go through the effort of trying to get a good axe for slams. Like, that's not that hard in general anyway. Like, you can get a 800 DPS physical axe without much effort, but because I'm playing Poison Concoction of Bouncing, I didn't have to craft anything at all for a main hand weapon. And I think I spent maybe 45 to 60 chaos orbs on gear, the Poison Concoction of Bouncing Gem, and then a small medium cluster with, like, what is on it? It's let me check. It just says follow through on it, which gives you more damage with hits and ailments for at the start of your chain of from Poison Concoction of Bouncing. Yeah, I think if you include like crafting small things, like crafting extra stuff on gear, it maybe goes up to like 75 or 80 chaos orbs. And at the time of me recording this, divines are 119 to 120 C, and I still haven't seen a divine through the tree or mapping or the campaign like at all. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever, I'll just figure it out. If I don't get good gear, that's fine, or if I don't get any like divines, whatever. Like, I've seen 3 exalted orbs drop from playing the game, and I still haven't seen a divine. Included in that price of like 45 to 60 on gear and gems and stuff, I think I spent maybe like 12 chaos, and oh yeah, it was 12 chaos and 6 val orbs trading to someone for Poison Concoction of Bouncing, because I had literally no money when I bought it. I just had that. I was like, hey, can I get this for that much? And they're like, yeah, sure, take it. Like, I think despite the fact that it was like a gauntlet campaign with the bullshit of like, hey, at the end of every act, we're gonna make this so it's like Maven witnessed it or whatever, so that like it cycles in all the bosses from the act before you fight the final boss of the act. It was for the most part pretty easy. I didn't really like the half health boss enrage thing. That's kind of annoying. In Act 4, I kind of got scared shitless by the Maven beams for a second because it turned off my regen, and most of my health regen was from leech, and it wasn't coming back. So that was kind of a pain in the ass for a little bit, but I don't think I died during the Act 4 boss. I think I maybe died once, maybe twice. It wasn't that bad. Like, I didn't even get my colors for my gems at the start of the campaign, and it was still fine. Like, I started Spectral Throw, and then swapped to normal Poison Concoction, and normal Poison Concoction was doing fine. Like, I'm not like one-shotting bosses with like a one Sunder Slam, but like, who cares? Like, doing the mechanic was fine. Doing half health and rage stuff, like, it wasn't that bad for the most part. Like, I think I got killed once or twice by it, but it wasn't too bad. I think I got killed a couple times just from like accidentally picking up a weapon that auto-equipped to my main hand while I had Poison Concoction, so it just turned off that skill because you need no weapon in your main hand. And so like I think by the end of the campaign I had 19 deaths, and when I was mapping and everything, it was for the most part totally fine. Like, you're just gonna die because they had like hidden mods on things, but yeah. At one point I swapped to, you want to swap to like Leper's, what's the name of the shield? Where is it? Leper's Alms. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I swapped to Leper's Alms and Fury Valve because it was cheap, and I think it's gotten cheaper since then. I think I spent maybe like 15 total C on that, on both of those combined, maybe a bit more. And like I think my res was a little bit fucked up at that point, so I just ran a cold resistance flask. And because so mapping was a little bit weird for that, and I had to like figure out how to automate that, because I didn't have much currency for buying installing orbs for that to automate it. Yeah, for overall, I'm really not a fan of the enrage and the hidden mods on maps. And like one time I checked the mods on the map after jumping in, and it didn't list it, but there were saw blades from like you'd see from like Ultimatum, and there were some of the mobs had multiple projectiles, and it almost killed me a few times, and I was like, what the fuck? That shouldn't be allowed. Like, it shouldn't have hidden mods, even though it already says oh, we're gonna add mods to your map and you're gonna see them on the list of mods. Yeah, I kind of got tired of the new breach mechanics where you have to like stand there and defend. So after a bit I just kind of ran only the normal breach and ran past all the new breach wall stuff. I kind of also got tired of fighting beasts from Einar in my maps. I don't think there's an idol to get rid of that in Phrecia, but and I would have absolutely bought that and put it on. I think I did buy a couple 1C idols, like unique idols, like There was one that I bought. I bought the one that raises the stakes. Like Maven, when Maven's witnessing a map, it raises the stakes, and you get a bunch of. You get like I think it's up to 3 extra bosses. When you fight the final boss of a map. And so you just kind of like. You have to just fight for longer, but it wasn't that bad. The enrage I think killed me a couple times because I think that the whatever damage increase they gave the bosses on when they enrage was pretty annoying. And I think like I cleared white and yellow maps and did most of the lower tier red maps before I hit level 90. And I obviously didn't spend more than a divine on all my gear total, so it wasn't that bad, to be honest. Like I think I died maybe a little over 50 to 55 times total. Like that's not great, but like if you're not playing very much and you're just kind of blasting maps, it's fine. Yeah, I didn't think it was like for the most part I was like, okay, this is fun. Phrecia's alright. I don't really want to try and kill Quest Eater and Quest Exarch because I've seen what that looks like, and I don't want to fight Exarch while there's like Shaper Beams. Like that feels not fun. Multiple Shaper Beams in the Quest version. That's crazy. Also, I wanted to say I did do some of the quest bosses. Like I did do Infinite Hunger. It was pretty okay. I don't really like that boss anyway because of the way that charge is. And then yeah, it wasn't bad. Black Star was really easy. I just kind of stayed in the correct half of the arena and then tanked the mechanics, and it was over pretty fast because the poison just built up and it ticked down and they died. What else? Oh yeah, I think the ascendancy points that you get from the scavenger ascendancy were pretty cool. Like having explode for max life and its chaos damage is kind of cool, and like you get to clear maps really quickly. You can see in the footage, like it's just everything's exploding. Like you get like it's a chance to explode, but like it gets set off so often that like you're basically having a pretty easy time clearing maps. Like you're not like one-shotting everything all the time because it's a poison build, like, and it's not slams, but it's pretty fun. And just kind of deleting stuff is like that is fun. And I think I did do. I got all 4 ascendancies, yeah. I took the shrine buff on Blunderbore first, and then second set of ascendancies you only get passive skill points, and then is it 1, 2? Oh no, first set of ascendancy points you only get skill points, and then the second one, like even though like Scion doesn't really get too much after the first lab, it's like it's pretty easy, or it didn't feel too bad. Like you're not blasting as fast as some other builds, but it's fine. Yeah, so it was Blunderbore for second ascendancy, and then third ascendancy you take Obliteration for the explode, and it makes your clear much better, or much faster even. Like your clear already with Poison Concoction to bouncing is like decent. You're poisoning everything to death, and because of the way it's chaining with the Transfigure Gem, it's fine. And then projectiles, we're applying, like, I took Fury Valve for the fourth one. Like, you could take the one that gives you adrenaline, Death Rush, but I think if you want to do bosses, you take Fury Valve. I'm not sure I'm going to keep playing because I hit 90 and I was like, okay, I'm going to hit 90. I'm not really a fan of Phrecia like that. I don't really want to grind and play for the for getting a bunch of idols right now, because I like the Atlas skill tree a little bit more in normal Path of Exile, and I kind of want to play other games right now. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna hit level 90, get my cosmetic boxes, and then leave. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe I'll do this with other builds in the future in Path of Exile. Maybe I won't. And I'll see you all later.